Good morning, everybody. I'm filming this week's Devar Torah on location from the finish line of the Jerusalem Marathon, where thousands of Jews have come from all over Israel, really all over the world, to run together, to raise money for different charities. It's quite a beautiful thing, and to see all these different types of people together, Jewish people from every stripe and every denomination and every group you could possibly imagine, here together, joining together and running and participating in this awesome event. It's very much related to the theme that I've been speaking about for the last few weeks, and this week's Parsha continues in that theme when it starts off with the first word of the Parsha, which is Vayakel, and that means that Moses gathered the entire nation together, everybody, brought them together into one place to share with them something very important. What did he share with them? He shared with them the secrets of Shabbos, the laws of Shabbos, the concept of joining together with communities, with family members, with people, Jews all over the world, to celebrate, to stop, to connect with each other and with our communities. That's the concept of Shabbos. This happened right after the sin of the golden calf. The sin of the golden calf was a very tragic moment in Jewish history. Moses went up for 40 days to beg Hashem to forgive him. And Hashem said, basically, you're forgiven on one condition, that you remain united together as a people. When we're together, when we're one, when we're practicing the most important thing of all, which is unity and respect for each other, then we're safe. Nothing can happen to us. Hashem gives us extra protection. The problem happens when we can't unify together and each person feels that I belong to a certain group and my opinion is right and your opinion is wrong, and I can't respect the way you practice and you can't respect the way I practice, and there's fighting, and that's a tragic, terrible thing. And that's what's going on right now in Israel. It's a very difficult and a very scary time right now in this country, because the country is really torn. The heart of the country has been torn in half. President Herzog even said this week the scariest thing that I've heard in a long time, which is that even the possibility of civil war should not be discarded. Can you imagine? That's a horrible, horrible thought. The Jewish people in the land of Israel fighting with one another, civil war. It's an absolute horrible thought. So what's the cure for this? What's the solution? The only solution is achdus, oneness, unity. The Jewish people have to understand that we are all different and we are all unique, but no one has a monopoly on the truth, and we have to learn to respect each other and to commit to that with each other. And if we don't, we remain in big trouble. So here we are at the Jerusalem Marathon, thousands and thousands of Jews, every type of Jew you can imagine, coming together to celebrate in this special moment. And my hope and prayer is that this should be an example for all of us in this country. We can get along, we can do wonderful things together. If we're united and committed, we can change the world, we can be a light unto the nations. But if not, we are in great, great danger. So the question that I have, I think, for myself and for everybody else to think about is, I always tell my kids, there's one truth in life, and that is that you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. So if we want there to be more unity, more connection among Jews in this land and all over the world, we have to be the ones to make the change. What can I do? What can I do to try to bring greater unity? And I thought about this. One of the things that we can do is we can think about other groups of Jews that we disagree with, that we don't see eye to eye with, that we may fundamentally and intensively disagree with. And we can stop and try to think a little bit about what's their side. What do they look at? How do they look at things? What's their opinion on the matter? How do they view the issues that we struggle with? Let's try to understand each other. Let's not stand in our own positions and dig in our heels and fight and fight and fight. We have to try to understand each other. We have to try to understand the other side. Reach out to someone. Find another person you can invite for a Shabbos meal, or to bring to a class, or to connect them somehow to how you celebrate and enjoy your Judaism. And that's the only thing that we could possibly do. And if we do that, we'll be united. We can begin the process of healing our people, healing this country. And if we don't, we are in great, great danger. So just wanted to share that with you here at the Jerusalem Marathon. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. And wishing everybody a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat shalom from Yerushalayim.